Welcome to the second session of Chapter 5, Working with Windows Operating Systems. Creating a folder. Method 1. File New Folder. Method 2. Right-click New Folder. Method 3. Click New Folder option. To use Method 1, open computer icon. Select the drive where you want to create the folder. And then select File New Folder. File New Folder. Immediately a new folder is created. Method 2. Right-click New Folder. After selecting the drive where you want your new folder, you right-click on the empty space. New Folder. A new folder is created. Method 3. Click New Folder option. In this window, here you can find the New Folder option. Directly select that option. A new folder is created. Finding files and folders. Method 1. Using search box on the start menu. Method 2. Using computer icon. Select the start button, and in the start menu, here you can see the search box. Type the name of the file or the folder you want to search. Even if you give the part of the file or folder name, it will display the list of files or folders starting with the specified name. You can then select the file whichever you want. You can also do some advanced searching with this option called See More Results. Method 2. Using computer icon. So open computer icon, and on the right hand side top you can see the option called Search Computer. Here you can type the name of the file or folder or program which you want to search. Renaming files and folders. Method 1. File rename. Method 2. Right-click rename. Method 3. Press F2 or click on the file. Select the file or folder for which you want to change the name, and then select File Rename. The name is changed into a text box. You type the new name and press Enter key. Method 2. Right-click Rename. Select the file or folder which you want to rename. Right-click on the selection and select Rename option. Again, type the new name and press Enter. Option 3. Press F2 or click on the file. Select the file or folder and press F2 on your keyboard, or click once again on the file. It will become a text box. You can type the new name and press Enter. Selecting files and folders. There are two methods by which you can select files and folders: randomly or continuously. To select files randomly, first you click on the first file and then point to the next file whichever you want to select, and then by pressing the Ctrl key down, you click. It is called Control plus click. Again point to another file and you do Control plus click. This is how you select files or folders randomly. Randomly means here and there. Therefore, to select files randomly, use Control plus click. To select files continuously, point to the first file and click. Then point to the last file up to which you want to select. Press the Shift key down and click. That is Shift plus click. Note that all the files in between are also selected. That is the meaning of continuous selection. Therefore, to select files continuously, use Shift plus click. Moving files and folders. Method 1, drag and drop. Method 2, cut and paste. Select the files which you want to move from one location to another. Suppose I want these files to be moved to tests folder. So click on the selection, drag and drop in the destination folder and release the mouse button. You can see that the selected files are moved from this location into the tests folder, that is the destination location. Method 2, cut and paste. The same drag and drop can be performed by using the cut command and the paste command. So select the files which you want to move from one location to another. Right click on the selection and choose cut option. You can also use the keyboard shortcut for cut, that is Control plus X. And then to select the destination folder, right click on the folder, tests folder, and select the paste option. Now the files are moved from the source location and pasted in the destination location. So whenever you use the cut or copy option, the files are placed in the clipboard. What is clipboard? Clipboard is a temporary storage area which holds the cut or copied files. So again, when you use the paste command, the files which were already in the clipboard will be pasted in the destination. Copying files and folders. Method 1, drag and drop. Method 2, copy and paste. It is similar to what we saw earlier. So select the files which you want to drag and drop. That is, you want to copy from one location to another location. Click on the selection and drag and drop to another drive on the left hand side of the same window. Here I have dropped in the F drive. When you want to copy files from one location to another location, you cannot do in the same drive. If you do that in the same drive, it will actually move the files from one location to another location. If you want copying to take place, then it should be copied to another drive, not in the same drive. So that is the difference between moving and copying by drag and drop. So always drag and drop will not work in the same manner. Sometimes it is moving the files from one location to another location. Sometimes it is copying the files from one location to another location. So you should carefully use drag and drop. So if it is confusing to you, you better go for cut and paste or copy and paste option. Cut and paste for moving the files and copy paste for copying the files from source location to destination location. Using copy and paste command, select the files which you want to copy. Right click on the selection and select the copy option, and then select the destination folder. Right click and select paste. The keyboard shortcut for paste is Ctrl plus V, and the keyboard shortcut for copy is Ctrl plus C. So you can see that these three files are present. These three files which we selected for copying are present in the source location as well as in the destination location. So that is the difference between moving and copying. In moving, the files are removed from the source location and pasted in the destination location. When you are copying the files, the files will be present in both the locations, both in source as well as in the destination. Next topic is copying files and folders to USB flash drive. So USB flash drive means it is actually a pen drive. So here I have inserted a pen drive in my system. So you can see the icon for pen drive. So in order to copy files from my system to pen drive, what you do, there are two methods. One is copy and paste method. Another is right click and send to option. Since already we have seen the copy and paste method, I am skipping that. We'll directly go on to the second method, right click send to. For that you select the file or folder which you want to copy to your pen drive or USB drive. Then right click on the selection and select send to and select the pen drive. That's it. Very easy. Deleting files and folders. Method 1 is file delete. Method 2, right click delete. To select the file or folder which you want to delete and then select file, delete. So the deleted item is now moved to the recycle bin. Second method is right click delete. So select the file or folder, right click and select the delete option. Recycle bin. So when you delete files or folders, they are moved to the recycle bin. Recycle bin is an icon on the desktop. Recycle bin is a folder which stores the deleted files and folders. So when you open this icon, recycle bin icon, you have two options here. Restore this item. So when you select a file or folder in this window, you can use this option, restore this item, which means the deleted item you can again restore to its previous location. That is the location from which you deleted that particular file or folder. Another option is empty the recycle bin. That is, if you have deleted many files and folders and your recycle bin is crowded, you can even empty the recycle bin by choosing that option. But when you empty the recycle bin, the files and folders in the recycle bin will be permanently removed from your system and you cannot restore them, or you cannot get them back. So where I did empty the recycle bin, I chose that option. You can see that folder is removed. Creating shortcuts. So easiest way to create a shortcut is you select the file or folder or program for which you want the shortcut and then right click, send to desktop, create shortcut. You choose that option, send to desktop, create shortcut. Immediately a shortcut for this file or folder will be created on the desktop. Shutting down or logging off the computer. So when you click on the arrow next to the shutdown option, it has 6 more options: switch user, log off, lock, restart, sleep, hibernate. You will see the meanings of each of these options. The first one is switch user. Switch to another user account on the computer without closing your open programs and Windows processes. Log off. Switch to another user account on the computer after closing all your open programs and Windows processes. So note the difference between switch user and log off. When you switch to another user account by using switch user, the programs which you are currently working need not be closed. Whereas when you log off, that is switch to another user account, you have to close all your programs and then only you can log off and switch to another user account. Lock the computer. So this option you can use while you are away from it. Restart, which means rebooting the computer. This option is often required when you install new software or you update your Windows operating system. Sleep option puts the computer into a low power mode that retains all running programs and open Windows in computer memory for a super quick restart. Hibernate. This option is found only on laptop computers. It puts the computer into a low power mode after saving all running programs and open Windows on the machine's hard drive for a super quick restart. That's all in this session. Thank you.